Imagine you're walking through the woods at night and you hear something scary, and then you turn around and you see this. Aww. Would you pick it up? Would you adopt it? If you said no, get out of here. Close this video. If you said yes, let's make a bear together. Hi friends. Welcome to Funshine Fab Crochet. I am Kelsey, and today we're making a bear. My friend's daughter specifically requested that I make her a Stitch plushie. That may be a little beyond my expertise, but in reality, I just prefer to make animals. I'm not a huge fan of making like characters, except Pokemon, of course. So she was like, okay, make me a bear. We're churning out a bear, I fear. But first, let's do a little yarn haul because I got some new yarns I'm really excited about. And the reason this girl is back here is because the yarns from the yarn haul I'm about to show you are the same yarns I used to make her. We made her on camera. Her name's Patricia, and she's huge. I accidentally made her way bigger than I meant to. Unicorn in the float. Of course, in order to make a bear, I had to get browns. I actually have a little bit of this color left over from a horse I made for my other friend's daughter. So we should have plenty for bear making. This dark brown is called chocolate, and the lighter brown is called Teddy bear. Oh, how convenient. It's called Teddy Bear. I also had to get a little bit of this light pink color because I like to put little blush on my plushies. It is called Tickle Me Pink. I actually was looking for more like this color when I made her, but all they had was like the more intense pink. Also, I might go back and add some blush to her cheeks, but that's not what this video is about. Also, if you hear someone hacking and sneezing and blowing their nose in the background, that's Austin. He's sick. I thought it'd be fun to make a dinosaur. I'm not sure that's what I'm going to use this yarn for, but I did love the color, so I got it. Not sure what my intentions are with it yet. The color is Seaside, and that's so appropriate. We've got key lime. I kind of wanted to make a frog, but I make so many frogs. I just love frogs. And then I kind of thought about making an alien, but I was like, they're not fuzzy. Or are they? I don't know. Never met one. But my other friend's son asked me to make him an alien, so I don't know if I'll use this yarn or not. I had conveniently already bought this when he asked me to make him an alien, so I don't know. We'll see if it's a fuzzy alien. To be determined. I bought this at a store called Ben Franklin Crafts. I've mentioned it a few times before. I don't know if they're like everywhere or just this one exists, but the yarn is the Little Bunny. It's Premier brand, so you can buy it online. I'm sure other yarn stores sell it too. It's not a Ben Frank exclusive. But yeah, all that yarn was just under 40 bucks. And just to be honest with you, just to give it to you straight, this yarn goes a long way. I keep setting this girl down and picking her back up. This used about a half a skein of the pink, and then I used 3 purples to make her. So that ain't bad. Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone now. I think I'm gonna use the lighter brown color. It's called Teddy Bear, right? We have to use that one. And then maybe do some like darker parts on the inside of the ear with the darker brown. I'll get started with this yarn that I was already using. I always make my plushies from the bottom to the top. Maybe everybody does it that way. I'm really not sure. I used to not be very big on plushie making, but I will be the first to tell you this yarn is the best. It hides flaws flawlessly. I will tell you, I'm really excited to make an alien because I've never made one before. But also I just love aliens, so I'll probably have to make one for me too. My friend's son also asked if I could teach him how to crochet, which I think is really exciting. He'll be the youngest person I've ever taught, but kids have surprisingly great dexterity in their hands sometimes. So it's like once they get a hang of it, they're like the fastest crocheters you've ever seen. The downside of these pretty fuzzy yarns is I can never tell how many rows I've made, so I can't tell if my legs are even enough for me though, so I'm gonna start connecting them and making the body. This little half skein of brown that I had is going so far. I feel like it's gonna make half this bear by itself. Do bears have tails? Like little short ones? Or am I thinking of bunny rabbits? I'm gonna have to Google to see if bears have tails. I'm also gonna have to put a snoot on this bear. The last bear I made years ago, I didn't give it a snout. And people are always like, what animal is that? The snout makes the bear, it turns out. The legs crack me up because it's like, I basically just make a pair of pants because there's no stuffing in it yet. Bear pants. Are you emerging? You're free to leave, but I love you so much. Love you so much, say it back. I keep forgetting to count how many stitches I have in each row. That's a little risky with this yarn. That's a little risky. These yarns are one of those that puts the measuring tape on the inside. It goes all the way up to 9 inches. I've never had to use this before, but it seems like a lot of people probably would use it. I don't know. You know, before I started this, I should have made sure that this this half a skein of light brown matched the other light browns that I have. I'm really hoping it doesn't just change colors halfway through when I have to start using my new skein. I have been known not to check a dye lot in the past. Yeah, for the longest time I didn't make plushies very often, which is crazy because if you know me, you know I collect plushies, just not handmade ones, I guess. What's going on? The tangle of a lifetime. Ever since I have found this yarn and been using it to make plushies, I'm making plushies again. I'm in love with it now. It's only because this yarn is so forgiving. It basically hides anything you do wrong. So this is how far that half a skein got us. So now we're gonna tap into the new step. Moment of truth, do they match? They do, they match. Yeah, if you were making a small plushie, one of these skeins is definitely enough to do it. Can I just brag on my life for a sec and say, I had the best weekend ever. My brother came to visit from out of town, and we like to go to this clothes place where you pay for basically thrifted clothes, or I guess used clothes, by the pound. And on Fridays and Saturdays, the first Friday and Saturday of every month, it's only 99 cents a pound instead of $2.99 a pound. Just happened to be the first Friday of the month, so we went. I had been looking for a new swimsuit for this summer, and they had one. Top and bottom, my size, which is great because I'm not one of those people that's like a medium on top and a medium on bottom. They had a swimsuit, I'm pretty sure it was brand new too because it had a tag on it, that fit me perfectly. And it was like $1.09. Must have weighed about a pound, huh? And I'm obsessed with the way it looks. It's like really flattering, and I have a really weird body, so that was convenient. And then on Saturday, I went to Johnson City to hang out with my friends, and we took their kids to the park, and everybody just kind of played outside. I thought I'd lost my other arm. This one, I mean. Kind of felt like I had a weekend where just everything went right, and that never happens. Not to me anyway. I think I get in this funny predicament with my friends because all 3 of them have kids and I don't. So they think that I don't want to hang out like with their kids for some reason. But the reality is I love to do stuff that kids do, okay? I love a trampoline park. I love a water park. I love an amusement park. I love a regular park. So when we hang out, I'm like, listen, just because you're doing kid stuff, don't forget about me. When I first reconnected with these friends, we were like talking about fun stuff we could do. And they mentioned that they take their kids to the trampoline parks. And I was like, I love going to the trampoline park. And one of them was like, wait, what do you do at the trampoline park? And I was like, jump on the trampolines. And she was like, oh, like they wouldn't dream of it, I guess. They just go and like, I guess, sit and watch their kids and talk, which is cool. But yeah, no, my other group of friends, we don't have any kids amongst any of us, and we love to go to the trampoline park and jump. I always stuff the arms because I sew them on as I go around that last little row I did there. So the arms are stuffed. So I'm gonna cut the yarn and stuff the body, and then we can get started on that big bear noggin. Somebody's honking their horn outside. Oh, I forgot to look up if bears have tails. Luckily, the tails are always the last step, so it really doesn't matter right now, I suppose. Does anybody ever use these fuzz pokers? I don't know what they're called, but I guess if I made smaller plushies, I would. Big bag. I never get the arms even. Whatever. Okay, bear body. This yarn would make a really cute bunny rabbit too. Little runny babbit. I think the bigger a plushie's head is, the cuter it is. There's brown fuzz everywhere. I'm making the ears. I already made one. I'm making the second ear right now. I can hear Sunday outside barking at the neighbors. If you live near me, I apologize. Okay, I'm playing a risky little game here where I'm sewing on the ears before I like get the head finished and stuff it. So I don't really know exactly where they'll exist. Risky little game. Every time I say risky little game, I think about that scene in Friends when Rachel finds out she's pregnant. If you know, you know. Sewing stuff on is my least favorite part of plushie making. Mostly the eyes, but ears too. Because I'm so bad at getting them even. We have ears. Kind of looks like a chocolate frog right now. Like these are his eyes. Do you get chocolate frog vibes? I used the brown yarn, the dark brown, and it's a completely different texture. Maybe not completely different, maybe that's a little dramatic. It's a different texture than the light brown. It's a little less soft and a little thinner. Back to the noggin. Should I be risky and sew the eyes on too? I had pizza rolls for breakfast, but I made too many, so I just had pizza rolls again for lunch. As a lifelong pizza roll eater, I used to be like, do not make them in the microwave, that's nasty, they're squishy. But I have learned making them in the air fryer is the best of all. They were so crispy on the outside. I used to think the oven was where the pizza rolls should go. Rookie. I was a pizza roll rookie. Part of me wishes I had gotten a lighter brown color to make the snoot. Because I think if I use the darker brown, I don't know why, I feel like it's gonna look like a dog. Am I wrong? Okay, so I did have to do the snoot and the eyes without you because I have to like laser focus to do like the sewing on of things. How cute. But that part's over with, so now we're gonna do the fun stuff. Blush, and just attaching the head to the body. I can't, it's just so cute. It looks like chocolate and strawberry ice cream, which are the best flavors in Neapolitan, by the way. Noggin is ready to be stuffed with polyfill. I have to admit, I did not count like around the neck hole, nor did I count this head hole as I've been making them. So we're just gonna hope that those two line up when I get here in a sec and have to sew them together. It was a little risky to sew on all the facial features before I stuffed it. It's so cute. I don't make enough bears. A normal person would pin this, I think, before they started sewing, but I need something to complain about, so I'm gonna mess it up first. I think I wanna make more like quirky plushies going forward. Like I love these basic ones, but how cute would he be with a little striped t-shirt? That would have been cute, but I don't want to take creative risks when I'm making a gift for someone. My friend the other day was like, yeah, I saw this girl when I was out the other night and she reminded me so much of you. She was so weird and quirky and just her mannerisms. And I was like, is this story supposed to be complimentary? Because it doesn't feel like it. My plushies always end up with a slightly crooked head. Relatable. I can never tell right until I get to the last few stitches, and I'm not undoing this. Undoing it? No. Redoing it? Forget about it. I still haven't looked up if bears have tails. Why would a bear have a tail? Why does any animal have a tail? Why don't I have a tail? Got a little hole right here. I'm gonna put stuffing in it. I used to overfill all my plushies. I prefer them kind of firm. The head's a little misshapen. I've got to manipulate the fuzz in there a little. But not bad, right? I think I probably could have made the ears bigger. It'd be really cute if I could just put a little bow right here. I keep gender bending this bear. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. This yarn is so soft. If you crochet or you knit, I just cannot recommend it enough. Also, if you are like me and you're not in love with making plushies, this yarn is the stuff. Did I make its neck too long? Look how close I am. I have enough yarn in the dark fuzzy one to make this same exact bear, but with the colors switched. And I think I might do that for myself because I'm obsessed with this. I don't crochet enough bears. I appreciate you working on this bear friend with me. I will let you know in a future video what she chooses to name it, because I always ask when I give someone a plushie. Consider subscribing if you like crochet tutorials and crochet with me videos like this one. And if you like this bear, consider subscribing because look at its little face. Also, leave me a comment down below to let me know any ideas you have for future videos, because I'm always looking for ideas, okay? I appreciate you watching this video. I appreciate you watching it to the end especially. I will see you guys soon. Bye.